Hello. As part of the learning series for the Azure Fundamentals, I will be running through question and answers along with the explanation for the topic called concepts. This is a part 2 of my series of videos. Let's get into the question, answers and explanations. Number 1, group of SQL servers, web servers, virtual machines or server with own cooling and power along with network infrastructure is called as option A data center, option B virtual machine, option C availability zone, option D region. The correct answer is A. Data center is a correct answer and it is the lowest in the hierarchy. Multiple data centers forms the availability zones and multiple availability zones forms a region. Virtual machines are not related to the question asked, and so that is not the correct answer. Group of data centers is called as option A region pair, option B virtual machine, option C availability zone, option D region. This we discussed in the previous question. So the right answer will be option C, that is availability zone. True or false? Some of the services are global services. As such, they are not assigned or deployed in a specific region. The right answer is true. Some Azure services, such as Azure Active Directory, Azure Bot Services, Azure CDN, are non regional services and are available in all the regions. Which among the following is called as a special partnered region? Option A US DoD Central, US Government of Virginia. Option C China East. Option D all the above. Here China East and China North. These are the regions are available through a unique partnership between Microsoft and 21 Bayanet, whereby Microsoft does not directly maintain the data center. And so the right answer is C. Which among the following is numbered? Option A data center, option B region pair, option C availability zone, option D region. The right answer is C. Availability zones are all numbered as 1, 2, 3. Previously, regions had a minimum of 2 availability zones. However, moving forward, new regions will have a minimum of 3 availability zones wherever possible. SQL Server is a type of zonal services or zonal redundant service. SQL Server is a zonal redundant service. With zonal redundant services, replication of the data is performed automatically to protect resources from single point of failures. Zone redundant storage, for example, replicates the data across 3 zones so that if a zone fail will not impact the high availability of the data. So the right answer is option B. True or false? Not all regions support for availability zone. The right answer is B, that is false. Recent update is that all regions support availability zones. There are 3 availability zones per supported Azure region. Each availability zone has a distinct power source, network, and cooling. By designing your solution to use replicated VMs in the zones, you can protect your apps and data from loss of data center. Regional pairs between region which are dash miles minimum apart to handle natural disaster. Option A 100 mile, option B 200 miles, option 3 300 miles, Option D 400 miles. The right option will be option C, that is approximately 300 miles. Azure strives to ensure a minimum distance of 300 miles, that is 483 kilometers, between data centers in enabled regions, although it is not possible across all the geographies. True or false? Region pairs are static and can be chosen. The right answer would be option B. Region pairs are static and cannot be chosen. Azure region in a pair have direct connection which bring additional benefit to use them together. To ensure resiliency, there are minimum of dash separate zone in all the enabled regions. Option A 2, option B 3, option C 4, option D multiple. We know this already. All Azure regions should have 3 availability region, and so the option B is the correct answer. True or false? User can choose availability zone. The right answer will be true. Regions and availability zones need to be selected while creating a resource in Azure. And so option A is the correct answer. True or false? Availability zones are unique physical location within the Azure region. Options are option A true, option B false. The right answer will be option A. That is, the availability zones are all unique, numbered location within a region. True or false? Server upgrades are free of cost and automatic. Option A true, option B false. The right answer is option A. Server upgrades are free of cost and automatic, which includes hardware and software upgrades, including software patches which are required for server upgrade. Storage is a type of zonal service or zonal redundant service. Zone redundant storage ZRS, which is otherwise called, replicates your storage account synchronously across the Azure availability zones in the primary region. And so the right answer would be option B, zonal redundant service. Disk is a type of option A, zonal service, option B, zonal redundant service. Disk is a type of a zonal service. And so the option would be, or the right answer will be option A. What are the two important characteristics of a public cloud? Option A, dedicated hardware. Option B, unsecured connection. Option C, limited storage. Option D, metered pricing. And the final option is self-service management. Out of which, the last two, metered pricing and self-service management, are the two important characteristics of the public cloud. And so, metered pricing, that is pay as you go billing, or billing based on consumption, and self-service management are the characteristics of the cloud. Ability to increase or decrease computing power based upon the workload is called as option A agility, option B scalability, option C high availability, option D elasticity. The right answer is scalability, which is the ability of the system to handle increased load. However, the elasticity refers to the ability of the cloud to automatically expand or compress the infrastructure resources on sudden up and down in the requirement so that the workload can be managed efficiently. So the right answer will be scalability. Ability of the system to up and running during component and service level failures. That is, if there is a fault, the other system should have to be up and run. So between the option A, B, C, D, the right answer would be Azure fault tolerance. That is the ability of an operating system to respond to hardware or software failure. The ability of the system to continue operate despite the failures or malfunction is referred as fault tolerance. And so the right answer would be option A. Dash meaning resources in a given server are increased. You should have to note the resources inside the server need to be increased. So the option would be vertical scaling. Vertical scaling describe adding more power to your current machine, that is within the server. And so the right answer would be option A. Dash is the ability to allocate and deallocate, that is scale resources quickly. You have options like agility, scalability, high availability, and elasticity. This is called agility. Handle the situation based upon the demand. You should not get confused with the word given in the question, that is scale. So it's a kind of ability to bring and get rid of the resources very quickly or on need basis. That's the term called agility. That's all for today. And the right answer for the 40th question is option A. Thank you very much for your time. I hope this video will be helpful to you to continue practicing the question and answers under concept section. I will come up with another short video on concept again sometime down the line. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you.